Do you want insight into how I keep up with everything happening in the news? Stick around until the end of this video for an important offer from Ground News. Hey, if you're not subscribed, if you watch my videos with any regularity at all, why don't you pull the trigger and just put this thing to bed? Just subscribe. I would appreciate it. Let's talk about the lies of Donald Trump. Not all the lies of Donald Trump. We have but a few minutes to spend together today, and there's not enough time to talk about all the lies of Donald Trump. But just the overarching idea that he lies about everything, big and small. He lies about events that we've all witnessed with our eyes. It really is the test of the propagandist in him, that he has conditioned an audience, meaning MAGA world, to believe anything he says, even if they've witnessed that very thing for themselves and know the thing he's saying to be untrue. Enter the McDonald's event, I guess we're calling it. This strange cosplay, him gallivanting as some kind of a man of the people, I guess, just a disaster. I've seen a lot of takes out there that this was a winner. No way you shake it. It was a winner. No, it was not. It only highlights the fact that he is an out of touch, self-described billionaire who has no idea what it's like for low-wage workers. However, we all witnessed the footage. We witnessed the dry run, the practice runs of people circling to pick up their orders that they didn't order, these fake customers from a fake employee who didn't cook the food. There was no orders taken. They just took what they were given. And we went to the few cars that were there, 10, 15 cars at the very, very max. We witnessed the screening of them through photography of the Secret Service. We know how many people were there roughly. And Donald Trump is out there now in just a bananas move. For me, it really does speak to the lack of cognitive ability and the decline that we're witnessing in Donald Trump. His brain is just collapsing due to age and stress, maybe. Who knows? But Donald Trump is now claiming 25,000 people were circling the McDonald's to pick up food. Now, this could be a number of different things, but really what it points to me is that when Donald Trump says 100,000 people here or there attended the rally, he's just making up a number. He's just saying shit. That there is no evidence whatsoever that amount of people, that number of people were there at any given rally. 25,000 people. Hear him say it, and then we'll get to why it is absolutely bananas above and beyond the fact that you witnessed it with your own eyes.
On 52 days without a day off, which all of these people would respect, but they do it the same because they're just like, we're called workers, right? We're workers. For better or worse, we're workers. I don't know if it's the best thing. We didn't have to be. A lot of them didn't have to be. I didn't have to be. I could have been on a beautiful beach, but I'd much rather be right here with you because we're going to turn the country around. Beyond the area, we're going to turn the whole country around. Look, my message is that I've been going full blast. Yesterday, you saw that. We had early in the morning till late in the evening, we left the football game. We went to a McDonald's yesterday. That was quite a stop. We had thousands and thousands. They had 25,000 people around circling the building. I wouldn't say that Secret Service was thrilled, but that's the way it is. It was a love fest, though. It was incredible, and it did take off. It took off, and then we did two more stops. We did a town hall, a big town hall, with Sage and some people, and it was very successful. But no, the McDonald's stop was very unique. There's no question about that. They really, I'm sure McDonald's liked it, but it just took off. You never know about life, and you never know what's good, what's bad. You do something, it's going to be great, it's okay. And you do something that's supposed to be okay. This was supposed to be a routine stop, and it turned into a monster. But it was a beautiful monster. There was a lot of love. I'll be doing the same thing. I'm going to be campaigning. I have no days off, so I'll be going into the 60s or 70s in terms of no days off. I don't want a day off. We have to win. We have to win. We have to save our country, and we have to just make America great again. That's the message, and it's a simple message, and everybody behind me believes in it just as strong.
25,000 people were circling. We're circling, not across the street, looky-loos, checking out what's going on across at the McDonald's. We're circling. 25,000 people. It would have been a red letter day for that McDonald's had they stayed open, for 25,000 people. Now, this is why it's such a ridiculous thing. I went to the Wikipedia page of Feasterville, Pennsylvania, just to see how big a town this is. What's the area like there? As of 2014, quoting from Wikipedia, as of 2014, Feasterville had a population of 3,656 people. And you might think, well, yeah, it's a small town. It gets worse, though. That was as of 2014. The latest census, 2020, has declined. Population, 2020, 3,066 people. So Donald Trump would have you believe, by the way, while he's standing there in a devastated North Carolina, in Lake Lure or where he happens to be standing, devastated community, he's lying about his events. He's not focused on the matter at hand at all. Instead, it's a braggadocious just circus for Donald Trump. The other thing I want to talk to you about related to this McDonald's event is the unbridled sycophancy of Fox News. Jason Chaffetz, who is just a vile hypocrite and charlatan who just cashed some checks and became a pro-Trump warrior on Fox News. He used to be a congressman from, I think Utah, but maybe Arizona. I'm not sure. A Mormon fella, a guy who really has worn his faith on his sleeve as a righteous, holy, pious man of God. And when Donald Trump's Access Hollywood tape broke, Jason Chaffetz was quoted roughly as like, I can't support Donald Trump any longer. How could I face my daughters and tell them that I voted for him? And that evaporated real quick. Jason Chaffetz is now in the tank for Donald Trump, sold his soul and apparently his loyalty to his daughters to support Donald Trump. He and Kayleigh McEnany, soulless Kayleigh McEnany here, are acting in a gross and bizarre manner. Just the exuberance of their sycophancy is just disgusting. Watch this as they try to paint a bizarre moment as normal and amazing.
Happy Meal I've ever seen, because not only did you get the media meltdown, but we're talking about McDonald's. Nobody likes McDonald's more than I do, except probably President Trump, because I tell you, 2 old beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, on a sesame seed bun. It's going to happen in about 15 minutes when we're done with this show. I can tell you that. But it was great. And look at the contrast. You have Lizzo getting on a private jet. What American relates to that? Everybody can relate to McDonald's.
I know. Well, I hope when I roll up to Taco Bell next time, Donald Trump's handing me my Crunchwrap Supreme. That would be phenomenal. More outnumbered in a moment.
Now I'm just hungry.
No self-respect. Zero dignity found in that particular room right there. Jason Chaffetz, nobody likes McDonald's more than I do, except maybe President Trump. And then he recites the commercial, 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, as though that makes him some kind of an expert or uber fan of McDonald's because he remembers the iconic commercial from the 80s or the 70s. It doesn't make you a genius or a super fan, Jason. It means you watch TV as a kid, dipshit. And Kayleigh McEnany there, I hope when I roll up to a Taco Bell next time, Donald Trump is handing me my Crunchwrap Supreme. That would be phenomenal. Can they hear themselves? Do they hear themselves? Are you listening to yourselves? High priest and priestess in the cult of Donald Trump. No pushback, no questioning of anything related to Donald Trump. Certainly not his bizarre statement that 25,000 people were circling the McDonald's on that day. So next time you hear Donald Trump say something about crowd size, question it, because it is very likely a lie, like 95% of the filth that crosses his lips. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can comment below. That would be great. You can also call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. And I am also on the social media. If you are too, you can follow me there. I am at Dollemore. And if you want to support this work, a great way is to stick around, speaking of separating truth from lies, and check out today's sponsor, Ground News. If Trump is reelected, he has made it clear in this Truth Social post that he is intent upon revenge against anyone who questions him. It's one of the many recent examples of his dangerous authoritarian mindset and his plans for a future where public dissent is not met with debate, but with prison time. As you might guess, few, if any, right-wing outlets are covering news items like this. And if they are, it's someone like belligerent Ben Shapiro boosting for dropout Doug Burgum in North Dakota. Meanwhile, an independent outlet like Mother Jones is calling it what it is: voter suppression as designed by Project 2025. To say nothing of the spectrum of takes on social media platforms like Trump's, they all serve someone's agenda. Where is the best place to get a clear view of the various angles on a story and cut through the noise of social media? Ground News. It's an app and website that gathers the world's news in one place and exposes the bias of every outlet. With Ground News, you can easily compare coverage across the political spectrum to achieve a more coherent understanding of a particular issue. Democracy cannot survive on blind loyalty and echo chambers. It requires independent thought and civil discourse. That is why Ground News is here and what it's all about. Use Ground News to keep informed about the Middle East or to find out more about labor strikes in your area. All kinds of things are covered. Expand your information base. Head to ground.news/Dollemore or just scan my QR code below to score 40% off the very same unlimited access Vantage plan that I use for this show. By signing up, you'll be supporting not one, but two independent platforms working to make media more transparent. Ground News and Dollemore, unlimit your knowledge with Ground News.